You already know, man. Teefy Bey sitting here with F.A.M E TV. Let's get it.
Philly F.A.M.E. Philly F.A.M.E. Alright, Teefy Bey, man.
What up, though?
What's going on, man? How you feeling, man?
I'm good, bro.
That's what's up. That's what's
you
up.
You already know.
Yeah, so you definitely, from South Philly. What block exactly? Give them a rundown where you're originally from and what it was like coming up for you in that area.
Oh, man. South Philly, 23rd and Tasker. You know what I mean? Crazy hood, grew up seeing all the rest of the shit everybody else seeing in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Low poverty, you know what I'm saying? Welfare, you know what I mean? All that type shit. The gutter.
Alright. And you actually come from a family that got a well-known name here in Philadelphia. The Bey family, obviously starting with your uncle Bey. That a lot of people know we did some work with him, so shout out to him.
No question.
And also, one of your relatives also is a legendary guy here in the city, Sam Christian.
Yeah.
So give him a rundown on that, like what it was like growing up with those type figures in your family, having those people to look up to and everybody know about them and stuff like that.
Oh, it was lovely. I had the red carpet my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So it was a blessing, you know what I'm saying, to grow up in a family like that. My uncle, you know what I'm saying, helping us be men, you know what I'm saying, along with my mother, you know what I'm saying, my father, back and forth, you know what I'm saying. Sam Christian, when he came home in '88, I walked him to the cleaners to pick up his clothes. He had them joints in there for 15 years, you know what I'm saying, so he was a good inspiration in my life, you know what I'm saying, teach me how to be on man time and all that. You know what I'm saying? Be religious. You know what I mean? Different factors that come in my life that I use from them. You know what I'm saying? At certain times.
Right. And Do For Self name, that kind of was actually inspired from that era and the Nation of Islam and stuff like that. So you're a young guy seeing that. So speak on like applying that name to when you decided to do the company and the movement.
Right.
Give them the rundown behind that.
Well, back then, Do For Self, it was like, keep the black dollar in the black community and stuff like that. That's what Elijah Muhammad was teaching the nation back then, how to be self-sufficient. You know what I'm saying? Not be dependent on welfare and, the government cheese line and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Go out, create your own business and, build your own revenue up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that was about, and with Do For Self, I apply it today on the same type of wave, you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no black labels and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to build my stuff up all the way on that time, especially coming out of Philly, you know what I'm saying? Everything like New York and Atlanta, there's some black CEOs out there, but I'm trying to be one of the main guys out of Philadelphia, like Mr. Kenny Gamble, you know what I'm saying? On that type time.
Alright, so it's a lot of people that's tuned in that, may recognize you and know you from your affiliation with Meek Mill. So I know you explained it before, but for the people who don't know, just explain like your connection to Meek, how you know him, how you go back with him and stuff like that.
Me and Meek knew each other since we was kids, basically. His uncle messed with my aunt, and then we formed our own relationship with Melly and everybody else, like my cousins and them. They was deep and we was deep, you know what I'm saying? They from the other side of the tracks, like Christian Street and all that, you know what I'm saying? And we from over here, so we used to go over there, we used to go to their house, they used to come over here, they'd come to our house, you know what I'm saying? Then as we got older, you know what I mean, we started riding bikes and playing ball, niggas rapping, and a lot of the teenage shit, going to school, skating, you know what I'm saying? You see that in a lot of South Philly culture. Everybody skating and all that, waiters, meat, you know what I'm saying? That's a South Philly thing, St. Charles. That's on the other side of the track, that's where they from, you know what I'm saying? So that was like the competition down here, you know what I'm saying? It was like skating and basketball and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And on that note, it's a lot of people that's also tuned in that may have heard of you or may only know you from the situation, with Beans, even though y'all squashed it, so shout out to him and all that. The Safari situation, they might have known you for that.
Yeah.
But I want you to speak on like the side of you before that, like you was actually not just a goon. Maybe they might clear with
yeah, they got me chopped.
So tell them like what you was doing prior to them knowing you for that. Yeah.
Prior to the shit with Bein, everybody already know because we was in here in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Everybody working. I was trying to, formulate the city, bring everybody together and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I just was putting that work in, trying to uplift the culture. You know what I'm saying? Of Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else even had a major deal with outside artists that's not from Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Like Rick Ross, Meek Mill, Beanie, Sigel, Jay-Z, the whole shit property. You know what I'm saying? You can go on and on. Everybody wanted to leave out of Philly, you know what I'm saying, to get a deal. I wanted people to stay in Philly and build, you know what I'm saying? Because if everybody keep going to other rappers and stuff like that and not formulating nothing in their own city or in their town, then like it'd be like a waste, you know what I'm saying, of talent, I gotta say, you know what I'm saying? Because you ain't got your own shit, you know what I'm saying? You ain't putting nobody else on. You ain't really in position to put nobody else on because you signed to the next man, you know what I'm saying? You got fame and you could put people on like that, but really help people with them, like, you know what I'm saying, distribution and marketing and, you know what I'm saying, like that. Like, that's where it come in at. Everybody could, look out, do a song, do this and that, but it's really about getting people distributed and getting that promo behind them, you know what I'm saying, to the max. You know what I mean?
Right. So speaking on the Do For Self movement, like how long ago did it start and like how did it originally start? What was the original situation, original members? Like was it like one rapper, y'all have a squad of rappers? Like explain the origins of it.
Do For Self, I started basically just messing around with my cousin Superstar Ye. You know what I'm saying? He was like the first like rapper from my block that we accepted to be a rapper. And he did 10 years, fell for a body. You know what I'm saying? Him and my brother back in the day, you know what I'm saying? He fell, did 10 years, came home, he was rapping. So that was the only nigga that was really allowed to rap because we wasn't really on no rap type time. So I started focusing in on that because I knew Meek and a lot of other people introducing to my man Murder Mill and, you know what I'm saying, different people. Phil, who managed Meek, used to manage Superstar Ye while he was in jail. When he came home, you know what I'm saying, it was like he really couldn't do nothing with Ye because he already had Ram Squad or something like that back then. He had got them a deal back then. You know what I'm saying? He had different little things going on where he couldn't really put his focus in the Superstar yet. You know what I'm saying? So we just did it from the muscle. You know what I'm saying? Put out the Big Bad Wolf 1. You know what I'm saying? Had the Meek Mill feature on there. You know what I'm saying? With Cree Forge, Clip Hold 100. We put that out. You know what I'm saying? Just off the who he was, no marketing, distribution, none of that type of stuff. Just out the trunk. You know what I'm saying? And then I went to jail. He started messing with some other guys, started his own company, LMG. So I was like, damn. And K-Dot was already rapping, but Ye was the first, he was the OG. So, you know what I'm saying? Dot and them just was on DVDs and all that. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't really going to the studio, making songs like that and trying to put out projects. So, I mean, come home, started Do For Self, like 2012. You know what I'm saying? And from there, just had K-Dot, Muslada, Blackwood, Phil Gates, Rocky, female from Philly, Bobby Luco. Everybody from the hood basically, but Rocky, she from North Philly. You know what I'm saying? I knew her through my mans and them that booked and all that. You know what I mean? She came up like, oh, I want to rap for you, this and that. You know what I'm saying? So I let her rap for me. I'm up North Philly, 30 niggas. Like, all right, you hot? Go ahead. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could be down, basically. You know what I'm saying? So she spit and all that. They was feeling her. I felt her. You know what I'm saying? We was working with her from there on. You know what I'm saying? So it was like just 6 people when I first started Do For Self.
Okay. And also one thing I want to touch on, like, which is ironic, because prior to, like, I said, the way people know you from those situations,
right.
I was talking to your uncle speak very highly of you, and one thing he explained to me was that you was involved in, stopping, drama and stuff in your hood and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Different people might come to you to intervene in these situations. So speak a little bit on that. You ain't gotta talk about nothing specific, but
yeah, I know what you're saying.
I mean, just give them a little.
I mean, you know, I just be trying to be thorough. You know what I'm saying? If you know two people that's bumping heads and clashing, you should always try to intervene. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, you just another ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? And you want to see the demise of both of them people, so you don't really care about nobody. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, and if you don't know both sides, the one guy who you do care about, you supposed to still try to get him the right guidance and information. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only time I be on, man, because I already know that it's easy for us to fail, but it's hard for us to succeed. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? For us to overcome a lot of obstacles and shit that we dealing with being black men. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be my whole thing like that, because I done been through it. I never went upstate to the Fed, none of that shit, but been in that county, seeing niggas get life and all that type of shit, and it don't be cool. You know what I'm saying? So, and they be feeling that shit when they get that elbow, and I done seen niggas break down. You know what I'm saying? Hell of a niggas. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as they get them letters or some crazy numbers, they lose their mind. Now they on medication and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be a whole different way, outlook. I be looking at shit. You know what I'm saying? So.
Alright. So now I'm gonna get back to the Do For Self movement, because at some point in time, Lil Nizzy comes into the fold. Right. And you actually explained before that Meek told you to sign him. Like, right. So give him that rundown, like.
Alright, I seen, well, Nizzy, I pull up on him one day. He's smoking a fucking beanie. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you look like you 10, young boy. What you doing smoking? Like, nah, I ain't no young boy. I'm 18. Some shit like that. I'm like, all right, go ahead, young boy. I pulled off and shit, because he out there with my little cousin and them, my little cousin Hot, who he got shot with. So I'm like, damn, young boy, young as shit. I pull off and all that. Because I'm checking the hood, like, well, I don't want to see no young boy smoking. Like, that's what type time I be on. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Pulled off. He DM'd me. Like, yo, I'm the young boy that, you know what I mean, was smoking a beanie. I rap. Checked him out and shit. He was nice. You know what I'm saying? I pulled back up on him, took a picture with him. You know what I'm saying? That was like our first picture and shit. And then I'm over LA. Meek, he showed me Dexter Simon. I didn't know who he was. So he showed me Nizzy on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, I know him. He's like, you should sign him. You know what I mean? He remind me of me and all this shit. I'm like, all right, bet. So I go back. I get back home from from LA. Get to Philly, called Nizzy around my block and shit. And the crazy part was Nizzy's father was calling me, trying to get me to sign him before Meek even told me to sign him, and before I ran into him, because that's my old head. And I didn't even know that was his son. Because if I knew that was his son, I was like, oh, your son smoke beanies? Who is he? You know what I mean? This the young boy? So I didn't even know that was my man Nasheed's son. And he was trying to get in contact with me because he seen the movement with Dot and everybody else, you know what I'm saying, what I was doing with them. So he was trying to get me to sign Nizzy, but I didn't know it was Nizzy. He kept saying Nasir. My son Nasir, right, this and that. You know what I mean? So that was crazy. So when I finally get home, I tell Nizzy I want to fuck with him and whatever. You know what I mean? And that was like the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Everybody looking at me crazy. You know what I'm saying? Dang, with this young boy Teef, you know, I got all grown men on my squad. All grown people, basically. I'm like, man, y'all ain't even hear the young boy. Give him a shot. You know what I mean? Nizzy came in his joint and outworked everybody that was on Do For Self. You know what I'm saying? He slept in his joint. Him and Dougie came down here. They was in here for 9 months straight. You know what I'm saying? Living with my cousin Steve in his apartment and coming here. Sometimes they was at my condo. You know what I'm saying? But that's how we was grinding. You know what I'm saying? He put out 6 mixtapes in 1 year, damn near. You know what I'm saying? And Dot went to jail. My brother went to jail. Muslada. You know what I'm saying? Slaughter put out a mixtape too though before he went to jail. Nichols had Meek on that joint. But Nizzy came and worked everybody. You know what I'm saying? So the little nigga, you know what I mean, he earned, you know what I mean, to get the features with Lucci and, you know what I'm saying, because he really came in here and put that work in, you know what I'm saying, musically, you know what I'm saying, but a lot of people ain't take the Nizzy because he was a young boy, you know what I'm saying, so a lot of people that listen to music is like grown ass men, especially hip hop, you know what I'm saying, they really ain't take to him like I think they should have, you know what I'm saying.
Right. So yeah, Nizzy definitely had a nice little run with y'all, cause once he started rocking with y'all, y'all had him getting a certain looks and all that
Powerhouse
stuff.
openings, Meek Mill's openings, Meek Mill's and friends he opened up for. Some of the biggest artists in the game performed that night. Ross, Tip, Thug. You know what I mean? You name them, they were there. Y'all know the lineup, you know what I'm saying? Powerhouse 2 years in a row, you know what I'm saying? Without a major label deal. Just all grinding from the street, you know what I'm saying? In Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? He was doing stuff down there, opening up, you know what I'm saying? From little clubs and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? DC, did stadium, Power, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we was rolling. I started the whole perform at Vanity Grand type situation in Philly with the promo, all that, you know what I'm saying? The radio stuff. Report from the studio. You know what I mean? I started basically that. My relationship with John, BL introduced me to John. You know what I'm saying? From there, it was over. You know what I'm saying? I started plugging everybody I knew, you know what I'm saying, to start performing because I wanted Philly to be one of them type cities where, you know what I'm saying, you could get a performance every night. You go to New York, you'll get a performance on a Wednesday afternoon by one of your biggest artists. You know what I'm saying? So that's what type time I want to build the city up to, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Damn. Lil Nizzy, I mean, you see the Chemist joint behind you.
Yeah.
He definitely had the billboard. I mean, he had the record with Lucci, like you said. The video was going well.
Yeah.
And then the unfortunate incident took place where you said, you know, him and your little cousin actually got shot.
Yeah.
So speak on, like, I know getting that call and knowing, like, all that was going on, then having to hear about that's what happened with one of my artists when we just about to,
pop
I mean, like, what was that for you?
I ain't gonna lie. Like,